So here we are again, John and I, and we have just seen John's drawing. We did it in collaboration. I had some keywords, and John did. Oh, I forgot the name of it, but it's Absolem's electric cigarette, and we already had some significant things happening, and
Mm.
now Maduro is captured to New York, where John lives, and it's kind of it's for me at least. I was expecting something to happen that would bring the top news to John, like it would come to him. And so now we're here. It is January 5th, and I'm just uh, yeah, John is here just to discuss, and so we can yeah, so that this is just how things are. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
John.
My bad. um, so what I noticed, because I was so for me, Christopher, when I've done this, I just draw. I don't really go looking at all. I just kind of like once it's created, I let the basically to make a long story short with it. Once I create something, either through your prompts or myself, what I've done in the past, I just let the things like you know the magic happen basically. You know what I mean? It's like if something is going to happen, it's not like a thing of like some people will claim that what's happening here is a phenomenon called I believe it's called pareidolia, where you see things where the signs and symbols where they're not. But this is not that. I can assure you of this. This is not that because there's too many coincidences
Wait,
to be a coincidence.
wait a moment. Can you explain a bit what that word is? Because I haven't heard that concept. Uh,
So the word I believe if I'm saying it right, if let me look it up real quick for you. That way I want to get my facts straight. I don't want to be like have people looking at this and be like, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. I don't like that because uh to me, dude, you do not ever need to prove yourself to me about anything. I told you that came a long time ago from me following you with other things, and it's not just nothing with the drawing either. Other things that I've studied with you and stuff. So, the word is pareidolia, I believe. Yes. So the word is called Pareidolia. Pareidolia is the psychological phenomena of perceiving meaningful patterns, especially faces, in random or ambiguous visual stimuli, like seeing shapes in clouds or the man on the moon or whatever, right? So,
yeah.
so some people will claim that what we do here, what Christopher has done, is partially that, and I can assure you that it is not. From my own heart, from my own soul, uh, what he prompts speaks to a soul, like proving that people actually have souls where they can also resonate with the fractal and what happens with that. It's not just like, oh, we're making shit up, or to kind of like, oh, put something where it doesn't fit. That's not what's happening.
So can I
So
say something?
yes, sir,
Uh,
I'm
I
sorry.
think it's the fact that uh, when it comes to the academia, there is a fear for the unknown. Like first of all, there is a fear for the unknown, and um, this is handled by making that into a disease. Okay, and so
Mhm.
um, it will be defined as seeing patterns where there are no patterns. And yes, of course, seeing patterns is overwhelming. It is, and having that experience leads to paranoia. yes, like, at least as I see it. Okay, so but when it comes to me, I it's like I'm handling that in a good way, I think. So and I'm able to kind of sort out what is important, what is, when it comes to these things. Uh,
Hmm.
so that's how I do it. And then of course there is a dysfunctionality in having this too much, probably. And um, of course many people go into that category, sadly, because it's who is there to help people when there is just defined as a disease. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
I agree. I agree completely. But what I noticed after we did this last one, uh, for it seems to like they it picked up right away. The stories picked up right away. The day after was that's what pretty much amazes me when it happens. Like the most impressive one that I've seen, to be quite honest with you, is the one. If I'm remembering correctly, there was one you did and it happened within hours. If you that
yeah.
one was like, wow.
Yeah, and like also who really wants this kind of phenomena? It's not many people. So when that's also even when this is happening, okay, as John is saying, but who wants that? And that's also the thing. It's just so much easier just to deny it and wait for uh, people like Jon and me to give up. And most probably that happens to many people. Many people give up, right?
Mhm.
But I'm sure that I will be able to find new things to paint as usual, and or to to yeah, to just and something that is going to resonate. And yeah, but John, let's talk about what happened here a bit more, because this
Yes, sir.
is
Yep. Yep.
this is a drawing, right? That you did, and it immediately, like it arrived to you, in a sense, the top news with Maduro, and um, Maduro being a cigar
Hmm.
type, right? If you search for Maduro brand, you see it's cigars. Then we see this. What was it? um, what was the name? Um,
Absalom,
yeah, no, no. I mean the artist who who made the
Cecilia
yeah, but
Jimenez.
Gimenez, right? We have all the
Yes.
Gimenez. We have Gimenez being the former president of Venezuela. We have Gimenez the artist, and we also
Mhm.
have Gimenez, or Jimenez, the vaping murder suspects. And so, like, all of these things, and then in addition, now lately we saw what was it, Senator Gimenez being the main proponent of this whole thing, that or supporting what Trump is doing.
Yeah.
And I believe that there is like there is so much opposition. Like, do you want to say something, Jan? I think it was supposed to be you talking here.
No, 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 no. I'm, for me, like whatever questions that you need me to answer, or what if we're just kind of talking here. We're showing people like it's not just us like doing the art or what, but um, the interesting thing is also that my family speaks Spanish. So whenever you see me put words and I do translations, I'm doing that for a reason because I want people to know. Well, this is also the connect how this happens because Jimenez, it's spelled J or G, whatever way it's spelled, means son of Peter, of Simon. My bad, Simon. But Simon Peter is in the Bible. He was one of the apostles of the Christ. Um, I feel like that's also a big connect too, because many people who do decoding, who do numerology, they all there's always a center around religion, or something spiritual in a way. So this is me showing people how the Jimenez connect is Simon, son of Simon. So it's not an accident that you have literally four stories in a row. Four stories, Christopher. Four,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
The artist, the murders over vape pens. I mean, that's the biggest thing. It's the vape pen thing, because two were named Jimenez, and two were actually named Christopher. One person was actually named Jonathan. That's not an accident, people. That is not coincidence. Okay.
I think it was a suspect, and another suspect was named Ezekiel also.
Yes. Yep. So it becomes biblical in a way, does it not? I mean,
Well,
it's fascinating, man. It
yeah,
really is fascinating
yeah.
to me. Um.
So
So.
we're digging into we're kind of digging into the machinery of existence itself, and um, I focus on showing evidence, and that's basically it. I try not to draw too many conclusions. I'm just trying to show evidence, like because if I would go further and say more thing or other kind of things, then it's not really the same. I'm trying not to look too much into that,
Mhm.
but you're right. I see that thing, those things also. I see it. So um, but yeah,
I feel like, to me, brother, it's a beautiful thing when you find someone with a kindred spirit. And again, I don't believe, I have not believed in coincidences, nor um, any of this for many years now. So the fact that Christopher and I, however it happened, I mean, yes, through the internet, but there's more at play here, is what I'm saying. There, you get it?
so yeah, the thing is, these things unfold not only on the internet. It's also something that um, happens. I mean, okay, I don't know what to say exactly. It's like uh, it it it, it I mean, this is some sort of intelligence as I see it, okay? The pattern itself, it's an intelligence, and it goes into the mind in
Hmm.
people basically, like, or in things also, in creating these like these effects. And so yeah. um
It,
but
it can be unnerving at times as well. Like it can actually be unnerving, like with this. I don't know for you, but
yeah,
for me, it's a bit unnerving sometimes.
yeah, and that's the part you need to, you shouldn't have too much paranoia, and that's hard. Like, if you um it's like, if someone has never seen this kind of stuff and it suddenly realizes that there is something, then that creates a lot of paranoia, and that takes a lot of time to I mean, maybe that's something that never entirely disappears, paranoia, but it's still something that you know um yeah, it's I agree with you, okay, I agree. So a lot of Gimenez, I would say that the vaping um thing, uh, I see that as it was a small news that was like a bridge of some kind to these
Mm-hmm.
other things. And um, I also want to point out, like, in the way that it connected to Jon, again to his book, having, or books having monkeys
Yep.
at the front and back, and um, can you please show that? Because you probably have it. I don't have
What's
my,
funny is, yeah, I usually don't have them with me, but today, I didn't prepare for this, but
yeah.
today I actually have them with me, which is crazy. So hold on.
So
Um,
this is Cecilia Gimenez. She made a, how do you say, restoration of a
there's
Christ
one.
painting, and so it became it became called Monkey Christ because it was considered a failure. That's, yeah. So you see the monkey there also, yeah.
And
So
here.
there is it connects to John there, and then we saw Maduro being brought to John, and as I see it, there is some kind of humiliation coming. That's the thing. I think it's important with that also when it comes um, to the the way that this yeah, I don't know how to explain it. When it comes to something, um, um, like at some time there has to be some kind of humiliation when things are not realized. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And so simply giving light to these circumstances that are humiliating, I mean, that's not wrong to do, as I see it, because I'm simply pointing, like, look at what's happening here, look at what's happening there. And so I think like something that like that needs to be done to I to yeah, I don't know. It's just something that makes sense. It makes sense to do like that because, yeah, people don't take it seriously. So, um, yeah.
I,
So, yeah.
I think I've said this before. I've made many comments, both in your comment section and in mine, and I've gone forward a lot now. And every time that I see you post something about related to this, I'll post it, repost it on my channel because I want people to know as well. Like I want them to see, like, hey, you know, people only knew me for doing certain things, or like, hey, like what you said with one of the books, and it was a thing of like, well, the bridge that collapsed, and there were other things too, but like people kind of gloss over it, and I just let it go. I don't really, I'm not a stickler for, kind of like trying to, bury it home to, like kind of hit people in the head with it. If I don't expect people to see certain things if they don't see it. Some people are like that, but there's others who are basically in complete denial, like Christopher says. And why, I don't know. It's like because it's almost as if there's a weird animosity towards what he does, and even some of what I do, like a not, I don't want to say all out hatred, but like there's so many people online doing decoding and numerology and all this and that, and it's a weird niche thing, but they all seem to be in competition with each other, even when they say they are friends and stuff. So to me, that's a weird thing. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's, I've been wanting not to talk about it, but I just think that's, maybe it's the nature. I don't know what to say. Okay, it's like the nature of the soul almost has this chaos in it
mm,
that it's like it's like yeah, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, it's like the soul itself is like demonic or something. I don't know what to say. It's like, and this, I'm saying that because when it comes to unity of opposites, okay, what is uh, uh, you see the opposites everywhere, okay,
mm,
and you have the man, the woman, but also when it comes to the soul, what is the opposite of heaven? Okay,
Mm.
so the soul is that. It's the opposite of heaven in a sense. Okay, also you have the concept of hell, right? Which could be seen as the failed shit test of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? Heaven
Mm-hmm.
is a woman shit testing the soul. And so,
Mm.
yeah. Um, so there is, I see it like that. And so, of course, there is going to be this. I mean,
Like a push pull type of deal, right? Like it's push pull for some people, right? You know, some
mm,
people see the way I look at it, Christopher. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
no,
If you're everybody, just about everyone out here is familiar with Star Wars, okay? So if you look at it in the heaven and hell um, sense, then you have heaven, hell, you have the light and dark side. Some people are constantly on a balance beam, quite like this, you know, like they're in the middle, but they can almost be pulled to either side too much, you know. And for me, it's like when you talk about like kind of a bit struggling with certain knowing certain things, because this is a thing of knowing certain things. This is not like for he or I, this is not something or we're demonically possessed or we we have what could be called a special ability of knowing something things. It's being able to see patterns, but it's more than that. You get what I'm saying? So for me, it's a fine line to try to balance on that beam so you don't fall to either side versus like you, it could very well be that way where you could just, you know, give in to one or the other and be like, well, you know what, because these people are saying this and those people are saying that, then I'm going to allow myself to be pulled that way. And I feel for me the struggle is not being pulled either way. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's a complicated subject. Um, but yeah, um, so I guess do you have something to? I think I need to end this video and I have something to do. But would
yep.
you like to say something more at the end regarding this drawing and what happened here with Trump, Maduro, Venezuela, um, and it's all just connecting so beautifully to
Mm-hmm.
everything here that we've been like it it encapsulated some of your stuff, it encapsulated some of my stuff, and then we saw it being moved to you, and this is like, and this is especially provocative because I mentioned that when you did before you did the drawing, I said that there would be something
Mm-hmm.
like this. And so this is super provocative for a thinker to admit what's happening here. It is it doesn't feel good. This is a this is a cognitive this is a cognitive dissonance.
Mm-hmm.
The world stage looks like a clown show where Jon moved. It's moving around him, okay? And thinkers don't like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's. But do you want to say something to end? Because I need to.
Yeah, I'll just say like it, you know, this phenomenon and this is a factual thing, and Christopher has shown it many times, and like I believe, you know, that you've touched into something that like most people that are doing similar things online have not, and it's like when you if you put it in the context of sound, it's like when you pluck a guitar string, bing, and then you just keep hearing the resonations and the resonations. And I believe that, going forward, if Christopher would like me to do any more, I will definitely do that with him. And because
Yeah,
I'm
sure,
sold.
sure.
I'm sold on it.
Let's do
Like,
that.
the evidence is there. I just believe all the evidence is there. We're not picking, cherry picking or anything. It's just, it comes in succession. It just keeps boom, 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 like down the line, like he said.
Yeah, and
So,
we're basically we're tapping into the host organism, of
hmm
reality. That's what we're doing, and everything is moving like that. That's it's like I also said that this would happen. Now we're here,
hmm
so that's
yep,
how it is. And
yep,
yeah, so
yep.
I think we'll end this video now, and I'll be definitely be making more, or John and I will be making more collaborations, and yes. So thank you, John. See you another
Thank
time.
you. All right. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.